So what are we doing over here?
Compost workshop.
Oh, sweet.
Come on down.
We got these pallets. Pallets are really great for compost because they provide a lot of ventilation and they're pretty much free usually. And so I just dug little trenches in the ground and set them in and then tied them together with baling twine. You want to be able to get to your compost, you want to be able to get to the inside of it. It's good to have, you know, good 2 feet at least square, just so that the inside can get hot enough to create that action, that decomposition action. And what you want to start with first off, at the bottom of your pile when you're starting your pile, is a bunch of sticks or branches so that air can come up through and enter the bottom of your pile. You're going to need a nitrogen source, so some sort of poop. And chicken poop is great. It's a hot poop, so you don't need as much of it, and steer poop is pretty hot too. Or horse poop is really ideal, and I imagine that alpaca poop would be pretty ideal too. After you've got your pile of sticks, sometimes you can do a little layer of hay just so that poop doesn't fall through, just to kind of create, you know, keep the airflow going. And then a good 6 to 8 inches of your poop, and then your kitchen scraps. So that's just all your veggie scraps. Avoid putting meat scraps and dairy, and kind of try to avoid citrus, but every now and then it's okay. Some people are just really finicky about what they put in their compost, and where else is it going to go is kind of what I tend to think, you know. It's not going in your compost, it's going in the landfill, or it's going down the drain, and it's going to create problems in the water source. Or so your kitchen scrap layer, and then a layer of 6 to 8 inches of straw. And then water. So you want your compost to be kind of the moisture of like a wrung out sponge about. So water it accordingly and try and keep it covered if it's rainy so it doesn't get too wet, and then that helps to keep animals out too. If you see ants in your compost, that's a sign that it's too dry, so give it a good watering. And yeah, and then it takes about 3 to 6 months depending on how much you're turning it. And turning it, I was saying before that there's a lot of theories around turning, and some people don't turn, and some people turn a lot. Do your own research and decide what works for you. But I think that the less work the better, you know, because then it's something that you will do, and it won't be a chore. It'll be something that's easy and easy to kind of incorporate into your life. So.
And what are you doing now?
I'm taking off the top layer of stuff that hasn't broken down yet. You can get to the good stuff. You can throw your weeds on it.
Yeah, there you go.
I try to avoid weeds that are seeding. If you have a really hot compost, it's okay because it'll kill the seeds, but I don't really trust that that's always going to be the case.
Right. Does heat help it break down more?
Yeah, and it'll create its own heat. The organisms in it will create its own heat. But you don't want it to get too hot because then it kills some of the good stuff and it'll kill the worms.
So then are you going to turn the soil or turn the compost?
No, we're not going to turn it. We're just going to use it. It's old enough that it's definitely soil on the inside. Okay. So we're just going to use, you can really see that that's all broken down there.
It's soil.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Oh, I want to do weeding.
Oh.
Master weeder.
Isn't it fun? You know, Emerson said that a weed is a plant whose virtues have not yet been discovered. But I don't think he was a gardener.
No.
I can't do a lot of physical things, but I can offer you guys in trade because I'm a graphic designer and I have my own studio, so we have stuff, and so because we can't really do that.
No, yeah.
Beautiful. Plum shoulder and
Well, we could come work in your garden.
Whoa, look at that! Look at that!
Oh, it's a big spider.
Look at it! That's big.
This time we could have gone a little longer, but we're not really too worried about that because it will keep going on the bed. Right.
So how do you know when it's done?
Yeah, then it's just really, it's like more the consistency of this but darker.
Okay.
So that's really, that would be really finished. This is pretty chunky still.
Yeah.
Is it 6 to 8 months? Kind of just had a lot of, this has been in there for a while, but we had a lot of really woody stuff. We've been doing a lot of yard work and this kind of more fibrous stuff that didn't break down as easily.
It's just been so helpful having the Dream Team here. Not only has it made my Sunday that much better, but my garden is now ready to plant. Food is ready to be dropped in the earth, and life is just going to get that much healthier, one root at a time. Got to create a garden box for the Danny Melinda compound so they can raise some food. Chickens are getting some fresh worms. Archie's getting his herding skills in tune, and it's just a wonderful day. So really grateful for the Dream Team coming to my garden today, making it happen.
Hey, it's such an amazing group of people, and it's so fun to share information and wisdom and time together and get work done. And work should always be this fun, I think. Yeah, so thanks Dream Team!